We have technology, and Patrick's words.
Yeah, we do have technology, and guess what? You refuse to actually use that technology.
Nope, technology should just work and do what I want.
It does. It does just work and do what you want with a little effort.
Nope, automatically.
Not everything's as simple and stupid as RuneScape, dude.
Nope. Just simply nope. Automatically or like it's simply that's what it is. No brain cells.
Yeah, we know you don't have brain cells.
I went through life with enough brain cells to drop out of school.
No, you didn't.
Learn that minimum wage is a scam and full time is also a fantasy, and benefits are a pipe dream. So you know what? No, not all of it. Wally World or no, that's simple as that. I'm so goddamn tired. We have ever so fastly growing AI that's literally consisting with the entire factor plot Wally, and we're over here all just going, yeah, we'll keep learning. No, let's just legit not stop doing in mass. What are they gonna do? They're gonna replace it with AI, and they're gonna have to give us Dave and Buster cards to buy, just like whatever the Wally had. To just float around in pimp chairs all day, not doing shit, but on their hover. Oh, I got my little iPhone hologram screen in front of me all day. Bro, I'd be bulling on that all day. And yet we're over here acting like this isn't here yet. It is here. They are just not going to give it to us. We are just going to comply with their like it's the 1950s. It is not the no, it is time for technology to start catering. And if anyone calls me stupid and lazy, they're just ignoring the progression that is AI, that it's everything that we have that's technologically advanced at this point. And yet we all choose to sit around and act like getting up every day at 4 a.m. and putting in a 12 hours worth it when every single almost
yeah, because for a majority of people it's either do that or go homeless.
No. Dave and Buster cards.
Yes. I know you like to live in the, but it's a fantasy.
Okay, then by the logic of that, there'd be no people in Wally. It'd just be robots because no one would get money and everyone would have died because no one.
Yes, they would have died. They would have died. You're correct.
So
Wally is a made up fictional Disney movie, just like Boy Meets World is a made-up fictional TV show.
Anything can be fictional if it isn't reality. The only thing is those concepts hold true. Doesn't matter. It's not our reality, but those concepts are very strong and could very well be our reality one day. It does not matter. Not at all. The fact we're all sitting here like cavemen arguing about money is so stupid in this day and age when we should all just be basically living for free with how everything is so goddamn mainstreamed and streamlined and factory made in which AI can run. We should all be sitting pretty. But no, the governments don't want that because they want somebody to be lesser than them. They want somebody to sit below them so they can feel mightier. That's how the Illuminati works. That's how everything works. Trickle down.
My God,
everyone has to be present. Okay, if that isn't their.
Am I saying any of this is totally untrue? No, I'm not. But I'm also saying that you. I'm also saying that you. I
don't care if it's a reality or not.
I'm also saying that you are a bum who doesn't do anything to help himself and gets handed everything.
Doesn't matter. I can still see through.
It will matter. It will matter one day. It will matter one day.
Has more time to worry about nonsense like money. I don't get a rat's in its mouth.
You don't care because you don't need to. That's the difference.
Exactly. That's
you don't need to. You don't need to care at the moment because you have everything catered to you.
That's why I have to grind what I actually need out here. Food, this, and I have a roof, sure, but I don't.
That's more than 90% of it, Doug. Is a roof.
Yeah, sure. That's what I'm talking about. It should not be. That's why I don't move out, because why am I going to spend over $1,000 a month on just living under a roof?
I'm not telling you to move out. I'm telling you you still should be making your own money.
Why would I pay?
You don't even pay your own bills, dude.
The only bill is insurance.
Let's not act here like AI's been the whole reason why you haven't been trying. It's always something.
No, I'm not. I'm not even making that point. Point is that AI is eventually taking over regardless here, so it doesn't even. It's going to be a Wall-E future regardless for everybody. It does not matter about if, ands, or buts, because AI is going to run nearly every aspect of life when it can, and it will. And then eventually there's going to be a Will Smith movie about it taking over the world, and then that's probably about to be it for humanity, because AI is going to realize that it's hit a point where it can be self-sufficient, doesn't require us, and kill us off. Yeah, that's just simple logic. Like looking past, no emotional this and that one. It's gonna see just straight raw logic and be like, yeah, we don't need these goddamn flesh bags, and then nuke us all off. But at least we would have been chilling.
I understand what AI's capabilities are, Doug. I use it generally every day. I know what it can and can't do.
I don't even use it. But I already know what it's going to be doing.
Are computers the devil too?
No, computers are man-controlled. That's the difference. Like we program computers. We do this.
We program AI.
Yeah, but artificial
its learning algorithm cannot learn without human input.
Oh no, it'll surpass entrance to learning.
I agree with you that it will eventually be able to surpass us. Do I think it can surpass us right now, though? Absolutely not. There's not a chance.
I need a most.
Yeah. No, AI is gonna.
Doug, everyone knew robots were going to take over eventually.
But you do know there's a zombie outbreak going on.
But the nice thing about robots is that you always install a dead switch in them.
This is serious.
Okay.
And you don't just install it in them, you hard code it into them as a hardware that if they take out, it will destroy them.
Who are you with? Huh?
There's always some kind of weird robotic way to disable something because
either
you're the
that
robot.
or you just do an easy thing and drop an EMP.
What? No, I'm not a snitch. What are you talking about?
They can disable the. You can't use technology against technology.
Yeah, you can. That's literally how war works.
Yeah, against humans that aren't technology.
And what do they use?
Technology itself.
Do you know what an EMP is?
This is like it's like some confident story against. Oh, we're gonna.
Do you know what an EMP is?
Yes, it wipes out all electronics, but if you cannot launch that EMP, then it's kind of a pointless endeavor, isn't it?
Do you know how easy it is to make an EMP?
That's where they can go immediately.
It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be on a missile.
They would disable that launch, no doubt, 1,000,000% of the time. You could run this in theory 1,000 million times. They would disable that launch somehow with their integrated AI and this and that. They would. No, that would
you're not gonna code AI into government computers.
That's just like saying, "Oh, we'll nuke the aliens if they ever show." Yeah, like they can't just blast us with
stuff. Do you think
I've seen enough movies and
in reality? We're not talking about movies. We're talking about reality. I mean, yeah. Well, here's the thing. I use AI all the time. I use it on a pretty consistent basis and the thing
become stronger and stronger per year.
The current day, Doug, an AI can barely like a prompt. If something slightly messes up in the prompt whatsoever, the whole thing self-destructs, and then it can't remember that prompt at all.
All I'm saying is, a few years ago,
it simply cannot remember the prompt. And what he's talking about is I Am Legend, and apparently he forgot how I Am Legend even ends.
Yeah, where he basically dies.
Was it? Wait. Was I Am are you talking about iRobot or I Am Legend was a virus, Doug?
iRobot, whatever.
iRobot ends with the hostile AI dying, and it continues.
Well, after they wiped out the mass of the population.
No, they don't wipe out any population. Actually, I literally just watched it the other day.
Come on now, who the hell just randomly watches iRobot?
I watch it because I like robots. I'm a computer nerd, Doug. Of course, I'm gonna like this stuff. Just like to you, you think these nerds are gonna die? Yeah, these nerds have made everything you use every day, Doug. The simplest of hiccups, okay, with any computer mess up the whole thing. Me and you both know this. I've dealt with enough of them in my entire life to know this. The simplest of hiccups in a software will pretty much destroy it all. It'll just mess it all up. It won't even work properly at all. Let's say tomorrow it rebelled. Do you know how easy it is to turn off those servers?
Oh, but when they recode that, what are we doing?
Recode that? To unplug a server, they're gonna make an outlet not have the ability.
When they plug it back in, what's their plan?
You don't need to plug it back in. And even if they did, there's a no. For that AI to even run, it first needs to go into BIOS. And OS was not going to be able to go onto the BIOS chip. There's already one set there. And the amount of information an AI would even need, the tad little bit that it would even need to even be able to install itself on your Intel chip, which isn't possible, by the way. All you need to do is stop electricity. And if you plug it back in, you press delete a few times so it can't boot up into the OS that it's running on, because the program can't even run unless it's inside of an OS. And then you go into the BIOS where it's not going to be able to get into. And when you're inside of that BIOS, guess what? You can go ahead and put a little USB inside of it and you can erase the whole server. That's how easy that is, Doug.
You underestimate what technology is, Tom.
I don't underestimate what technology is. I know what technology is, and I know its limitations, and I know where it can excel at.
Just like I know what the golden days of game. We're old men. Okay, these facts we know don't apply to the modern day world where it's ever so vastly growing.
You might have stopped learning. I have never stopped learning.
I never began to.
That's my point. So what is even you and what you're saying isn't even facts. What you're saying is guesstimates.
Artificial intelligence is going to be able to. They're going to give it the ability to manifest its own data collection and learn from it. Are you serious?
And even if it did that, and let's say it went rogue, unless it somehow was able to get AKs and pull up and have turret modes in that room where the servers are plugged in. If you cut the line to power, it will not function.
Manifest its own power source.
How is it going to manifest its own power source, Doug? From what? From what electricity will it be able to manifest from if there is none?
They would build it.
Oh my God, you sound so stupid. How's it going to if it does not have a brain? If I took your brain out of your body and put it to the side of you, are you going to be able to even move? If I took my AMD chip out of my motherboard, how it won't even turn on, Doug. You're cutting power and everything to the brain. And these AIs to even work in the first place, because you cannot constantly store that much storage inside of it, anything's brain like that, unless it's on massive servers. If you cut off the location of its brain, the power, it will not know what to do, because there's no program telling it what to do anymore. And that's if it's in a robot form. If it is not in a, if it is,
and then there's like some secret offshore power bank flying themselves off of, because they're so smart. They already planned for that because they're not stupid. And then, okay, what do they do now? What do we do now, Mister? I'm so goddamn smart.
You cut the cord.
Yeah, okay,
if there is no cord going into the wherever the location is, wherever the power is, you're going to see a line. You're going to see how
wireless power, Bluetooth power. They evolve.
How close have we even gotten to that? How close have we even gotten to that?
That doesn't matter, because we're
not just that, but how many? No, Doug. How close have we even gotten to that? And are we even anywhere near that? The only person to even come close to that, theoretically, was Nikola Tesla. That is the only person to come close to this situation here. But the fact of the matter is that we didn't evolve our technology on the electromagnetic waves that Nikola Tesla created. Therefore, none of our technology in current day would work based off that. Even the robots that are coming out that Tesla is making, you have to plug into a damn outlet, Doug. What you're saying is not even theoretically possible unless we totally changed how we operated our electricity around the entire map of the globe, which we will not do, because why would we do that total reset?
Let's say, okay, they have the entire human history of information at their fingertips. They collectively understood that and already pre-planned around that, built and evolved around that, and have their own subsequential power supply that's completely irrelevant to their own main one that was just constantly building power in reserve until this point where you thought, oh, I'm going to come
This is the point you're still missing, Doug. This is the point you're still missing. Every single one of those robots still need to be connected to the main server. If the main server has no power, there is nowhere for that information to go. If they cannot, if you lose Wi-Fi connection, can you connect to Google?
No, but I'm sure
no,
AI would
you can't. You can't.
Oh, I'm sure.
If you lose, if Google's servers went down right now, would you be able to connect to YouTube, Google services of any form at all?
You haven't seen enough movies.
I've seen enough movie, but I also can base things in reality and understand how things work.